Hi everyone! If you just tuned into my channel, this is Jessie K from the College Advice for Everyone. This channel is for new college students to prep you before, after, and during the school year. The aim of these videos are to make you a better student. It is for all of you who love school and not for those who hate it. Before I jump in, click down below to subscribe. What is Syllabus Week anyway? Syllabus Week is the first week of your semester. This is where you're going to receive syllabi, which will include everything your professor expects you to follow. This includes textbook information, grading scales, when your tests, quizzes, or projects are going to be due, and more. This piece of information is your ticket to success. Do not lose it. Some professors may send it to you online, some may print it out for you. Any way your teacher does it, do not throw it out. I've seen some students lose their syllabus after the first days of class, and my professor refused to print it out for them again. Do not let this be you. So what do you do after you get your class's syllabi? The very first step is to review it over a few times to make sure you fully understand your class requirements. Unfortunately, some classes do not tell you the requirements until the very first day of class, but if you're lucky, some classes will post their syllabus online or when you're registering for classes. You might be able to see an overview of what your syllabus looks like. Step 2. Highlight all of the details that you really want to pay attention to. This includes the percentages of how much your tests are weighted, or just simple information, such as how many tests you will get. Trust me, this will really help you out in the long run. Step 3. Start planning and scheduling all of the dates down into a planner or a calendar. If you are tech savvy, you can input these dates into your calendar on your phone or into another calendar application. If you would rather see those dates on paper, start to input them into a planner. A great tip is to color code your classes, not just into your planner or calendar, but in all of the class materials. Invest in different colored pens, markers, or highlighters so that you may write all of the due dates for each class in a different color. Then, try to buy the notebook for your class in the very same color. If you decide to write your biology due dates in blue, maybe get a blue binder and a blue folder for that class. This will really help in organizing your class materials in such a faster way. Number 4. If you don't want to buy a calendar to input each due date, but you still want to be organized in some sort of way, there is something called a weekly planner pad. This is simple because it lets you write down the important due dates or assignments. Then, after the week is over, you just get to toss out that week's page and start all over again the next week. You're probably wondering, what does a weekly planner pad even look like? It really depends on where you're buying it from. Be sure to write some of these keywords down. Every weekly planner pad is going to look different in its own way. Some might even have you input each day of the week, while others are going to have you draw your own lines or even add your own check boxes. It really depends on what fits your needs. I listed a few different stores you can find it at, online or in person. And the prices kind of vary, so they can range from like $5 all the way up to $20 and maybe even a bit more depending on where you're buying it from. The last step is to breathe. Take a deep breath and be excited for where this semester takes you. But don't forget, college is what you make of it. How should you get prepared? The first step is to set multiple alarms this week. If it's going to be your first time having an early morning class, the odds are you're probably going to need more help getting up in the morning. Setting multiple alarms are going to be your new best friend. And please don't forget to set them. Appearances really do matter. Please do not walk into class in your pajamas. Have some respect for others. You are not a child anymore. Take yourself seriously, look human, and at least comb your hair. You have no idea how many times on the first week of class students did not even show up with a pen or a piece of paper to write on. Be prepared. No matter what the other students say, show your teacher that you really want to be there. Get to class early. Showing up late, especially on the first day, is not the impression that you want to leave. I cannot stress this enough. Do not skip class this week, no matter what your friends or upperclassmen have to say. Arriving early helps in making sure that you are in the right class. I have seen so many students on the first day walk out halfway through because they found out that they were in the wrong room. Be sure to check the room and the building before you step into it. That way, you make sure that you are going to the right place at the right time. Explore the building. This will help in figuring out a couple of different ways to get to your class, as well as it will help in determining the entrances and the exits. This will save you a lot of time. During this first week of school, it is a great way to start reaching out to other people in your class. You can do this by making connections and getting each other's email or phone number in case you need notes or homework advice. Getting classmates' numbers earlier rather than later in the semester is essential. Try making a buddy in all of your classes. That way, you have somebody that you can follow up with regarding that class. Do not be the student who waits for others to befriend you. Back when I was in a human anatomy and physiology class, on the very first day, this girl who was sitting in front of me turned around, greeted me and somebody else in my row, and we all ended up being in the same lab group because we exchanged numbers on that very first day of class. I highly recommend reaching out to your neighbors and exchanging your email or phone numbers on that first day. You are not going to regret it. One girl in my lab group was actually absent on the second week of school, so if we didn't exchange numbers, she might not have even received the notes from that week of class. What to expect on the first day of class? Now, even though it is syllabus week, not all teachers work the same way. You might have a teacher who does not even go over the syllabus the first week of class and expects you to have read it online. This teacher might dive straight into the lesson instead of going over course requirements. The professor might even ask you to do homework or readings this very first week of class. Next up are going to be the teachers who will read straight from the syllabus the entire class period. This accounts for a large number of faculty members. The professor is going to stress certain areas of the syllabus that are going to be more meaningful than others. Keep your head up and pay attention. Most students slack off in listening to this part because they think that they already know the info. More likely than not, you are going to do an icebreaker activity in the first or second week of class. I've had some teachers not even learn anything about their students other than our names, since some do not even attempt these activities. What happens in an icebreaker activity? Your teacher may have your class go around the room and start by answering a list of questions about yourself, such as what is your name, your major, what the reason is for taking the class, and an interesting fact about yourself. Some teachers may change the icebreaker activity into a game by playing bingo, or they might even group you up with other people who share the same interesting fact about yourself. Have fun with it, because the odds are you're going to be with this class for the rest of the semester, and you probably are going to make a friend or two by the activity. The whole point of it is to help you get acclimated with the class. Hopefully, you will have a great selection of teachers which will make your semester run smoothly, and they will help you along the way. Good luck, and do not forget to share this video with your friends to show them what Syllabus Week is all about. I am going to post more videos throughout your college semester, So like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.